and thank you for joining me in this COVID-19 Remembrance service. This year has been extremely difficult as we've faced lockdowns, isolation, and challenges that none of us ever saw coming. We'd like to take this time to look back at what we've faced, as well as look forward to what the future has for all of us.
I never contemplated knowing you by the color of your irises and the creases of your eyelids. They tell me if you wear a smile. Other than those features, there is no face, but a light blue mask which caves into your skin. Grazing, tracing, digging for blood, which is unfamiliar to my eyes. Yet your nose has become more than acquainted with the red liquid emblematic of life, which emerges at death. Your ears replay piercing sobs and hear the words, "Will I live? I hope that you will live." Your irises are still blue but appear rather gray. The mask crafts yet covers your scars. But the creases of your eyelids still branch, like the tree with fresh buds just planted in your yard this spring.
In February, I watched as raw tree branch rubbed raw tree branch, like they were deciding how high to grow. In March, we left, fled Harlem, fled the Hudson, fled the river of sirens cascading down Amsterdam Ave. Mrs. Gary got sick. So did George. So did Lorraine's daughter, the one we never see. When we returned in May, Mrs. Gary hugged her oxygen tank tight and told us what she didn't remember. 12 days in the hospital. Gone. What does a tree remember? The pine across the street, decorated for Christmas and summer, watched as we colored construction paper signs. People drew roots, wrote names. On 125th, buildings boarded up their windows. But there we were, drawing in the shade of the pine on the top of the hill on the island in the harbor, speaking what we hadn't said before, the names of the dead, and why they were gone, and in that incantation, how we would fight for the living.
O ever-loving God, help us to continue to be strong and face the challenges that have been brought to our doors, and those that we will face in the coming months. Give us the hope for the future, that a better time is rising on the horizon. Finally, give us understanding to help others that have been put out to sea for the past year, and the struggles that we all have faced, some small, others very large, and that we as a society and as a world can work to make it better and to advance in a more hospitable, equitable, and just way. We ask this and more in your name always. Amen.